How's it going, guys? Welcome to our March meeting. Right now, I have a list of things I want to go over in front of me, and I'm just going to go one by one and speak about it for a second, and we're going to start moving on, and we're going to get over with this video. Sorry if it's a little bit awkward. I'm not a professional, but hopefully it turns out well, and everybody gets all the information. So let's go ahead and get into it. With the first thing on the list is dress code. I have noticed, especially with the ASA staff, folks are coming in with basketball shorts, athletic shorts, sweats. Just a reminder about our dress code. We need to be in our green polo, or if we have like I don't think anybody has any t-shirts, but it should have like a long sleeve or something like that. If you want to wear your long sleeve, that's fine. But green polo. And you should have some Docker style, Dickie style, just regular, straight or cargo, khaki, navy, black, white, gray, anything like that will work, pants or shorts, and then some closed-toed shoes. And that's Monday through Thursday. On Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you can wear your jeans, and it's all good. But that's what I expect, especially on the weekends, guys. I've noticed that, some folks will come in their sweats or something like that. Let's just make sure that we're keeping up a professional appearance and that we are coming in our dress code. If you're going to wear a jacket, let's make sure that we have our shirt on underneath, not just our jacket and a regular shirt on underneath that. That's not very professional. Let's make sure we have our green polo and or long sleeve shirt on underneath that. All right. Our next point is switching shifts. You guys have been doing an okay job about this. Definitely have gotten some text messages about people switching shifts even this week. But just make sure that if you are giving up your shift or if you are taking somebody's shift, one of y'all at least needs to reach out to me to let me know. That way, if I need to contact somebody on shift or as well as change the schedule online, I have to submit those schedules to my boss. And then if they, have an emergency and they need to contact one of the rec centers, they know who they know who they expect to talk to. As well as I don't want to be calling you on the weekend when you gave up your shift and you're sitting at home or you're out and about doing your own thing and you're not the person I'm supposed to be bothering. So definitely let me know if you guys are switching shifts, and that's it about that. If the time clock is not working, I don't know what's going on with the time clock. It's been wishy-washy for the last 2 weeks. If the time clock is not working, try your hardest to go to the computer and log in real fast and go ahead and clock in on the computer. If you don't know how to do it, just go ahead and ask your coworker if they don't know how to do it. At that point, you could either reach out to me or I'll let you know how to do it later, and you could just let me know about your shift. If for some reason you can't clock in online and you can't clock in on the clock-in thing, just make sure you send me your time and make sure that we're doing our due diligence to make sure that if we didn't clock in or something like that we're doing our due diligence to make sure you let me know before the pay period is over, because I really don't want to have to go back and add hours to your next pay period because you forgot to clock in and didn't say anything. So please reach out, do your due diligence, approve your time, make sure your time's right, and we won't have any issues like that. Next we have you may have noticed that we have a new spray bottle rack in the janitor closet. It's been there for probably about a month. I just didn't get to talk to it about you guys, or talk about it to you guys. But let's go over it. So most of these are sprays that you guys know, but just to give some extra insight on what's going on with the sprays, because we do have an extra one. So I've tried to go and label all of them. This one already had a couple labels on it, but I've added surface cleaner to it, just so you know what application to use what spray. So with the Quat 39, this one can be used for surface cleaning. It can also be used as a mopping spray. If you need to do like a spot mop, or if you need to fill up the mop bucket with some type of chemicals, you can use the Quat. And you can use that in the gym, in the lobby, or in the bathrooms. With one step is only a surface cleaner. We should only be using this on the tables and stuff like that. If there's like a something on the floor and you need to wipe it up real quick, you can use this too. But anything for like mopping, you need to use the other ones. This one's only going to be a surface cleaner. We have, what's it called? Simple Green. That one's not in the spray bottle. That one's only used for mopping, and it's not to be used in the gym. Okay? The gym has wax on the floor, and if you use the Simple Green on the waxy floor, it'll tear up the wax. You can use the Simple Green in the bathroom. You can use it in the lobby because there's no wax on our tiles. But once again, do not use the Simple Green in the gym. You will tear up that floor. What you can use in the gym to mop is either this Quat 39. This does not strip the wax. Or you can use this new spray. I think it's called like citrus something. It's like a red. It's in like a red kind of little rectangle bottle. It's in the janitor closet. But you're going to use this to mop the gym floor and or spot mop. This is for getting up any like quick stains, scuff marks on the floor, anything that pops up in the gym. As well as we have this spray sponge. It's like a really thick, coarse sponge. If you get like a mark on the floor, spray it. Try to get it up with the sponge. If it doesn't come up with the sponge in like a few wipes, don't overdo it because then you're just going to damage the floor. So really this is just like just in case to try and get it up, see if it's too tough to get it up. As well as we have one of those like broomsticks with a tennis ball on the end of it for like scuff marks in the gym. If you see anybody like, drag their feet or something like that and made a mark, you just go through and hit that with the, I don't know what to call it, tennis ball holder thing. I think you can use that anywhere in the building if you see a scuff mark, but that's where we got it for the gym. All right. What we got next? Okay, so a little update with the goals, or at least the one goal that is very tilted. It's this first one on court 1 to the right. We had building maintenance come out, and they couldn't fix it. So now at this point, we are sending it off to the manager of building services, and he's going to reach out to the company that put the goals and installed them and everything like that, and they're going to come out and try to fix it. That one's probably not going to be fixed for at least like another month. So just be looking out for another update on that one. We do still have some they're not active anymore, but we are seeing leaks in the gym whenever it rains. If you're working a shift and you notice that it's raining, I have some really big trash cans in my office right now that we're going to be using for those. It's a lot better than those little buckets because if a basketball hits them or something like that, they're not going to go flying over and spill water all over the place. Whenever you guys come into your shift and you notice that there's some trash cans in there, go ahead and check the level of water in the trash can and just go ahead and dump it out. There's a door in the gym that leads outside. Just go dump it out real quick. It's a lot better to do that than to sit there and let somebody knock it over and then you have to clean up a whole bunch of water in the gym. If you guys notice any new leaks in the gym, please reach out. Let me know. Don't wait to let me know a couple days later. Just send me a picture and I'll report that. I need you guys, this is the next point, I need you guys to start checking in on these people doing the reservations. I've noticed a lot of tape on the wall in the Green Canyon room. I've noticed a lot of paint missing on the wall. We just painted that room not a few months ago, okay? We're missing a lot of paint. A lot of tape is still on the wall. So please, please, please do your due diligence. Go in there. If you see them hanging up tape using tacks, things that they're not supposed to be doing, go ahead and mark that on their sheet, and I will tax it off their deposit. Please, please, please do your due diligence and go in there and check on that because that's a big thing that it got mentioned to me because the janitors had reported it. It got mentioned to me. So please, please, please make sure folks aren't in there doing what they don't need to be doing. Our next point is counterfeit bills. I recently got like 3 new counterfeit bill pins. They are in the front desk drawer. If you're getting a bill over $20, which includes $20 or higher, we need to start marking those for counterfeit bills. Mainly because somebody went to Florence recently with a couple $20 bills and they were all fake, and they tried to, get some memberships or whatever with it. And luckily, the folks at Florence were paying attention, and it was very fake. I think it was just prop money. It wasn't even like trying to be a counterfeit bill. But just make sure when people are handing you money, you feel it, you look at it. Does it look right? Does it look real? Does it feel right? Does it feel real? If anything is giving you a red flag, you need to go mark it. If it's $20 or more, go ahead and mark it anyways, just to be safe. And there won't be any issues. All right, guys. Our next thing to go over is teen free play. So it's something new that we've started here at Dunford and Evans. So it is for students 7th grade to 12th grade. And from Saturday 6 to 9 and Sunday 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Sunday 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. As long as if they come in with their MISD badge, they get to come in to do open play for free. It says 7th through 12th grade. I'm not really caring if they're in 6th grade. As long as they have their middle school or high school badge, I'm going to go ahead and let them in. It doesn't matter if they're in 6th grade. I'm not going to ask them all that. So don't worry about that. Also, if students are coming in during that time and they're of the 12 to 17 age range and they don't have their MISD badge, they can buy a day pass for $3. And or if they bring their cousin who isn't in MISD, or their, nephew or something like that. Whoever, if they're not in MISD but they're of age, they can come from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Saturday or 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Sunday and do open play for $3. Or free if they have their MISD student ID. Cannot be a Dallas ID, cannot be, any other ISD around here. Has to be Mesquite ISD. With that being said, in me making this video, I realized there was some flaws with that, and now I'm having to go into the system and kind of change some things around. So, like I said, with that being said, the $3 drop-in fee is going to be $5 for right now, because I'm just now noticing that it's messed up, and my boss has asked me to go in there and fix it, and I don't have it yet. So probably this weekend, it'll be, just let them know that, hey, this weekend's going to be $5. Moving forward, it should be $3 if you get that situation, okay? Obviously, if they have their MISD, you just let them in. They do need to have an account on Rec 1. They cannot just show up, random kids off the street show up with their MISD and you let them in. They need to have their parent with them. It cannot be one person's parent showing up with 3 kids. Those are not her kids, okay? It needs to be their parent or guardian. It cannot be their brother, cannot be their grandpa, their uncle. It needs to be their parent or guardian. Okay? Moving on. I will let you guys know when I get that change fixed. So for right now, if they come in with their Mesquite ISD, just check it. It's all good. Let them go. The other ones you do have to sell a day pass to. But you need to make sure that they have an account with us. Don't just let them go. Please, don't just let them go. We need to know who's in the building. We need to have accountability for those folks. Okay, moving on. Volleyball season is coming up. Practices start after spring break. So I think that's like the 20-something. The 23rd or 4th practices are going to start. I will be showing some folks how to put up the poles if they don't know. We do have some folks that, have been through volleyball season before and they know how to put up poles. So we don't have to worry about that type of stuff. But I'm sure I'll be showing some new folks how to do it just in case myself or the other people are not available to put them up. Okay. Oh, and I didn't mention. I don't think I put it in the group chat, but with that being said, basketball season is over. So very happy about that. Don't have to come up here and work Saturdays anymore. And then you don't have to worry about all the basketball teams coming. You got to worry about volleyball teams, but basketball teams, those are all over. I don't know. Maybe volleyball coaches are a little bit easier to deal with than basketball coaches. Maybe not, because y'all be complaining sometimes about the volleyball coaches. Whatever. Hopefully we got good people this year, and it's a good group of coaches. Okay. Moving on. The teen room please let me know if at the end of the day when you go in there to pick it up, if they left it a mess. I would love some pictures of how bad it looks. And just some like updates in general. Are they acting up from 6 to 9? Are they, a menace in the building from 6 to 9? Are they loud? Are they, following the rules? Are they sitting on the tables? Are they sitting on the counters? I would love to know anything about what the teams are doing 6 to 9. Because me personally, I haven't been too impressed with their behavior while we're here. And whenever they're leaving stuff out, disrespecting the room, I take things away from them. So if they're just trashing the room, if they're leaving games out, they literally will not see that game for like a week. I won't even say anything to them. I'll just take it from them. So please, please, please let me know if they are disrespecting the room, y'all, the building. Let me know, please. Front desk checklist. This is our weakest point, okay? Too often, let me start by saying the 2 to 6 shift, whoever's working, even if we have somebody subbing in, y'all are doing a great job filling out the checklist, okay? Almost every day I go and check, that's filled out, and I really appreciate it. 6 to 9, I looked through it a minute ago, and the last week actually wasn't bad, but anything before that, it's like you may get 2 out of 7 days, the 6 to 9's filled out. And guys, that's not good enough. With that being said, I will be looking at all of them going forward. Not that I don't look at them now. I definitely look at them. But I will be over-examining them to see who is and who is not participating in the front desk checklist. And that will directly reflect the amount of hours that you will be receiving on the next schedule and moving forward. I need to see... Let me see. Oh, great. This was on the 10th. Not filled out. 2 to 6, great job. Not filled out. So this is what I'm talking about. So I need everything filled out here and here. If there's notes, please leave me a note. Please let me know if something's running low. Now, if it's something like more important, just text me. You can leave a note as well, but please don't rely on just the notes section to get notes to me, because I may not look at these every day, but I do go and look at these. And if it's something more important, definitely hit my line directly. But yes, these need to be filled out. We need to make sure that we're actually getting up and doing it. Don't just fill it out. Don't be lazy, guys. Our shifts aren't that long. There's not that much going on. Getting up and cleaning a few things is not that crazy. Please get up, do your job, look productive, and let's get it filled out. I will be looking for those next month. And with that being said, the schedule is going to be getting put out. Well, not the schedule getting put out, but the availability is going to be getting put out probably on Monday. Yeah, we have camp next week, and Tuesday, I don't know what my schedule's going to look like, so probably Monday. So to be looking out for that. And like I said, whenever it comes time to make that schedule, I will be looking over what's in my turn-in pile over here. All right, what else do we got here? Okay, so we are going back to our old reservation checklist, okay? So no more are we going to have the colorful one that says staff and client and what they need to fill out and what you need to fill out. That is now going to be on us to do, okay, guys? Most of you guys have been here and seen these sheets long enough to know exactly what they should look like whenever they're doing a specific room. So, for example, if they're doing the Green Canyon room, get a highlighter. Highlight floor, highlight tables and chairs, highlight trash. They don't need to know, they don't need to mark whether the kitchen looks nice, whether the gym looks nice, or whether the restrooms looks nice. That's not part of that room. Now, should the restrooms look nice? Absolutely. And if they're marking that the restrooms don't look nice, that should be our signal to go in the bathroom and try and figure out what's nasty in there and try to pick it up, for sure. Absolutely. But Please feel free to get these when you're pre-filling them out. Go ahead and highlight which ones you need them to fill out, and you can go ahead and fill out the other ones, and it should be all good. This page specifically, that we're going back to this one because it has the carbon copy on the back. The one that we have right now does not have the carbon copy. People have been complaining, not necessarily our people, but people have been complaining that they don't get a sheet back whenever they're done with the reservation, so everybody's going back to these sheets. All right. That is most of the main information I want to give you guys. I got a couple quick fire things I'm going to spit off real quick, and I'm going to let you guys get out of here. So, I said this earlier, but availability will come out next week. Please stop opening the janitor closet whenever the Galloway door is already open. So, the Galloway door is open, and the janitor doors close it. And instead of us grabbing the Galloway door and moving it out the way and closing it and then opening the janitor closet, a lot of times we just grab the janitor closet and open that up. And then what happens is the handle on the the Galloway room door will scrape on the door to the janitor closet. And it just looks really ugly. And Elizabeth keeps talking about it. And I keep telling them that, yeah, they're not supposed to be doing that and all that stuff. Please stop doing that. When they repainted the door, they painted a different color. Or they only painted a patch, and it looks terrible. And when that paint gets stripped off, it looks even worse. So please, stop opening up the doors into each other. Just close the other one, open one, and we're good to go. Let me know if we're running low on anything or if anything is broken so I can report those and or go get more. Our cybersecurity training is due April 1st. You've already gotten that email. Check your emails. Get it done. There's no reason why we can't be doing that on shift. So there's plenty of downtime. We should be getting that done. Please don't have me texting you about getting your cybersecurity done. Okay, big one. So this summer, MISD is doing something with their fire alarm, I believe. They're changing all their fire infrastructure, and which means that does affect us. With that being said, Dunford will be closed the month of July. Which is a lot better than before, because before it was going to be June and July. But now it's just July. So there will be no summer camp at Dunford in July, and there will be no office shifts in July either. We'll be completely shut down. Now that doesn't mean you all have nowhere to work for a month. If you would like to work other places, you can reach out to me. And I can give you guys, spread you guys out to everybody else. But it is a little early for that, okay? So don't reach out to me now. Reach out to me towards, the end of May, so that I can let supervisors know so that they have you guys in mind for when they're putting out their July schedules, okay? Please don't say anything to me now and then not say anything to me in May. Please, I will forget, you'll be upset, and I'll be looking at you like, I told you. So, yeah, that is everything I have. Do you guys have anything for me? Okay, cool. Sorry. Please send me a text after you watch this video telling me that you watched this video, you finished watching or whatever. And don't text it to the group chat. Do not send these text messages to the group chat. We don't need to be blowing up the group chat. Send it to me only. Hey, Brandon, just watch the video. You can say if you liked it or not. If you didn't like it, whatever. And once you send that video to me, I will give you guys an hour of time on your timesheet. So yeah, I hope you guys it's Friday, so I hope you guys have a great weekend. If you're watching this on Saturday or Sunday or whatever, I hope you guys have a great rest of the week or week.